来，中指力滚力，对应好运八方来，散了才能聚，你不出手，说了斋，才从八方来。
Hey, safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. Take a look at the Nuggets. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that.
And I think for Denver, they're in a good spot as the season winds down. Probably starting to... think playoff strategy at this point.
Here we go.
Just have keep themselves above that play-in line.
So here's Miami's starting group. Bob Williams is out there with Ausar Thompson. Then it's Flag. Then there's Maxey. And it's Strawther in at the 2. And for the Nuggets, we've got Johnson. Bailey out there with Banchero. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Barnes in at the point guard. Hurtling down the home stretch of this season, Greg, what do you make of potential first-round series in this postseason?
Well, there's certainly some matchups that I think plenty of fans would love to see. But we still have a bit of time for things to kind of fall into place. That's what makes this time of year so exciting.
Here's Bailey after the Heat pick up 2. And stolen by Flag. Denver grabs the miss. Capella sets a screen for Johnson. Fires the 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
Man, he had the speed on the runway, and he took off for that dunk.
Kicks it out to Banchero. Thompson against Barnes. Here's Maxey. 12 points his last outing. Thompson a screen on Banchero. Just 5 on the clock. And taken away by Johnson. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Lets the 3 fly. That's tipped. Here's Flag. Flag. And Flag throws it down.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Bailey misses.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Strother. He's guarded by Johnson. Back to Thompson. It's stolen by Banchero. It's deflected, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero.
Not sure what exactly happened there. It didn't look like they were on the same page.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Johnson dishes to Banchero. Here's Capella. Tries again. And it's Bailey in the corner. And another shot. And the Nuggets can't hang on to the ball. Let's see the stat sheet here for Paolo Banchero.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Pass to Strother. Barnes against Maxey. Just 4 to shoot. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Down low. Here's Banchero. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson.
And he's going to be a consistent scorer when he can get those shots to fall. Defense has to do a better job against Banchero inside.
And a player, Tim, who stuffs the stat sheet, Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, Kevin, he just has a great all-around game. But the thing I like the most, he's very unselfish. He will pass up a shot if a teammate has a better one.
It's stolen by Bailey. The tray. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And that one's good. Maxey. The Nuggets trail by 5. Johnson for 3. Another 3 for Denver.
Yeah, if you give him that much room, he's usually going to connect.
To the wing on the left. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Good ball movement there by the Nuggets. Barnes. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
Well, Barnes plays with a real edge. It allows him to get in there and mix it up with the big boys.
Thompson, a screen on Barnes. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Now, here's Maxey. 10 points for him. Thompson with the bucket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pass to Barnes. Good. It's Johnson with the assist that time.
And right where he wants to be. It's so dangerous letting Barnes get inside like that.
Maxey against Barnes. Now, here's Maxey. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit. 2 on the clock. Lets it go from the wing. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Nuggets have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Here's Barnes. Here's Banchero. Lays it up and banks it in.
Oh, nice work on the offensive glass. Banchero being rewarded for his efforts.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul.
Just careless. No other way to describe it to start the game. That's already his 3rd miscue.
Murray's checked in for Clint Capella. Now here's Murray. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Maxey on the wing. He's covered by Murray. Now, flag. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Bailey with the ball. And finished off by Bailey.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
6 of 8 from the field, 75%. Just scoring the ball at will.
Here's Banchero. No good there. Good D by Thompson.
Well, it's tough to defend those fall-away jumpers. That's about as good a job as you can do.
Here's Flag. And Flag throws it down.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. So Banchero will go to the free throw line. It's on Ausar Thompson. Denver making a switch here. Dunleavy's checked in, and Miami also making a switch. Sexton, he's checked in for Maxey. Here's Flag. Off target with his 3.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Fades and shoots. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. Banchero's got 9 points.
Oh, nice touch from the mid-range. Banchero, it's great watching his confidence continue to grow.
Here's Bailey. And finished off by Bailey.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Sexton against Murray. And they get it, and it's Sexton penetrating. Here's Bailey. He just worked San Antonio in that last game. That's to Dunleavy. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Now it's a 7-point Denver lead.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Sexton. Here's Strother. Here's Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2 and jam. Johnson outside. Bailey sends a screen for Johnson. Connects from 3-point range. 9 points in the game so far.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Pass to Sexton. Thompson a screen on Murray. Sexton the pass to Williams. And a wide open look for Flag. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. The Nuggets leading by 8. Johnson with it. Picked up by Thompson. Johnson the pass to Banchero. Over Williams. Here's Bailey. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Bailey's got 9.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
And finished off by Williams.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside position, he just goes for the finish.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. For the Nuggets, Barnes is checked in for Banchero. Gadsden comes in for Bailey. And it's Cameron Thomas in for Johnson. Hartenstein's checked in for the Heat. And the basket by Thomas.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Sexton, and it's Denver with the rebound. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
The crowd noise can make it hard to execute your offense on the road, but they did a great job playing their game.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
Yeah, a moment here to take a look at the numbers for Barnes. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular. He's putting up 13 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
But that's right. There's no question he's not their only offensive weapon, but he is a key cog in what they're trying to do.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Thomas, no good. The Heat trail by 12. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Heat substitution. Number 0, Tyrese Maxey.
Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Maxey. Now Hartenstein. Misses the layup. He had him with that bumper. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Denver on top, up by 12. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nuggets.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. They've got Robert Williams. Ausar Thompson is out there with Flag. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Strawther in at the shooting guard.
And you've seen Maxey elevate his game every single year. He has now turned into one of the game's premier scorers.
Thomas up top. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Spurs in San Antonio.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Back to Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points.
That instant response. Don't try to throw down on his team. It just gets them fired up.
And that's the result. They launch an assault on the basket. That cuts the lead to single digits. Maxey's got 17 now.
Yeah, it's big for Tyrese Maxey's confidence when he's connecting from that deep because he is a volume shooter from the three-point line.
And they have their chances, 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Here's Flag. For just the 4th time today, it is good. That one makes him 4 for 10.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Thomas. Oh!
And how about the athleticism there? Thomas with the tenacious take and finish.
You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there as well as playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Thompson for 3. Drills it from outside. Thompson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Denver calls timeout. Denver making a switch here. Bailey's checked in. And while we've got a moment, let's check out the best defenses in the NBA. The Heat in 5th.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Madsen. Here's the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Madsen's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Maxey. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And you don't see Maxey take a lot of mid-range jumpers, but he certainly can mix that in.
Outside Thomas. Top of the key. And Denver again with the bucket.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
And a moment to check out Tyrese Maxey here. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. And his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Johnson, he's checked in for Denver. And Miami with a change here, too. Achua, he's checked in for Maxey. And so Thomas will bring it up for Denver. They've held a 12-point lead early. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ausar Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the Heat making a change here. Maxey's checked in. Thomas against Thompson. Right side Thomas. It's hauled in by the Heat. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Well, they say film doesn't lie, and you could just imagine these guys watching this film. It's going to be an ugly sight for sure.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Miami shooting their first free throw tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And I think what people love the most about Tyrese Maxey is the enthusiasm he plays with. He always seems to be smart.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal.
The previous play is under review.
A lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays,
the ruling on the floor stands.
Fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Thomas has that reputation of being a little shot happy, but the fact is Cam is a pure scorer. He's got a strong handle, he's shifty, and he has a knack for hitting tough shots.
And Flagg gets it to go on the assist by Maxey. 14 points for Cooper Flagg. Thomas against Thompson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game. The Heat trail by 8. And here's Maxey. He's got 22. To the middle. Williams looking around. 5 on the clock. And Thompson kicks to Achua. Over Bailey. Achua, no good.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Pass to Flag. Back to Achua. Good ball movement here by Miami. Now, here's Maxey. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Maxey's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, if you get into these late clock situations, Tyrese Maxey's the guy you want with the ball because he can create any shot on his own.
And it's Madsen missing.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
It's Thompson off the drive, and he banks in the layup. And now just a 4-point Denver lead.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
The high post shot. Thomas's shot is off.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss. Well, he had a solid first quarter, but he is rolling now.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ausar Thompson. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Paolo Banchero's checked in for Madsen. And Denver has possession. Johnson's shot is off. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. And again, it's Miami with a 3.
This offense just continues to impress.
Maxey against Thomas. Six on the shot clock. Shot to stop the run. Miami grabs the miss. Last time they met was in Miami.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Well, they have to stay aggressive, but protecting the basketball is at the top of the whiteboard. There's a balance.
And it's Flag missing. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. Trailing by 2. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Maxey, that's a 2-pointer. Thomas grabs the rebound.
And he's a very good mid-range shooter, but the defense was all over him there, making that a very difficult shot.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Thompson against Thomas. Thompson surveying the floor. Off target at the rim. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Thomas, that's good.
Listen, Cam Thomas has the ability to stop and pop from anywhere.
Thompson outside. Eyes a 3. And it's Dunleavy with the rebound. Dunleavy's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Tipped away and stolen by Thompson. Denver grabs the miss. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Banchero. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Cooper Flag.
Oh, Banchero earns his points there. If he has to get them at the line, then that's what he is more than willing to do.
DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for Denver. And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA, offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with a spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
Well, he's raising the stakes here in the second quarter and being more efficient in the process.
Pass to Bailey. Launches it. Good on the three-point shot. Bailey's got 12 in the game.
Drawing attention inside. Banchero kicks it out for the triple.
Good work there as it goes.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Thomas.
2 minutes.
Murray, the pass to Thomas. Murray right side. Pocket 6. Denver passing it around. Here's Dunleavy. Covered by Achua. And the basket by Bailey.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Maxey attacking. Here's Flag. A three-pointer off the mark. The Nuggets leading by 6. Here's Murray. Miami grabs the miss. It's stolen by Dunleavy. Kicks it out to Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And how about Banchero showing some passion there, going in hard and finishing right at the rim.
Williams sends a screen for Maxey. Again, the miss by the Heat. Denver's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Here's Bailey. Covered by Achua. Bailey misses. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Murray finds Dunleavy. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. There's a 4-second difference in the shot clock to the game clock.
Clearly a foul.
The Heat shooting their 2nd and 3rd shots at the line right here. First one falls for the Nuggets. Clint Capella comes in for Dunleavy. And it's Johnson in for Thomas. And so Thompson nails both of them. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Now Johnson. 9 points in the game so far. Puts up a deep three. And again, it's the Nuggets from deep. And the first half is now in the books. Nuggets lead by 12. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
They're up because of the three-point shot, scoring in bunches. It also opens up things down low.
And that's something to watch.
Okay, guys, now let's see what the fans are. And that'll do it for half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Tyrese Maxey in this one, guys. He has been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
I wouldn't want to have to be out there trying to keep up with them. It's really difficult when he shows you this kind of energy offensively.
Haley out there with Van Carroll. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Barnes. And at the point, that's the group on the floor for Denver. Right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Flag. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 18 points for Cooper Flag.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Tuesday, they'll go up against Cade Cunningham and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Thursday, they'll be facing Bam Adebayo and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Now, here's Maxey, guarded closely. Shot from 16, rebound by Johnson.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Bailey. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Bailey's got 17.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And some changes here for the Heat. Hartenstein comes in for Williams. And Sam Hauser subbed in for Maxey. Thompson outside. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. The Nuggets leading by 17. Bailey with the ball. 17 points in the game. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, it's still a good start to the half. They had to miss sometime.
And that one's good. Flag.
Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
Barnes, bounce pass. Here's Bailey. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Bailey's got 20 points.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range. Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
This one for 3. Bailey misses. The Heat trail by 14. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you, Kevin. There's a lot to consider with NBA expansion, and Commissioner Silver said, quote, "What does that mean for talent? I feel great about where the talent is right now in the league, but those players have to come from somewhere. How does it work geographically? What will it mean for growing the game?" These are all good questions. Guys?
Okay, Allie, as always, we appreciate the update. Screen by Hartenstein. Floats it up for Hartenstein. To the left side wing. To the inside. Capella. And it's Flagg with the rebound. Flagg's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Out to the wing. Achiuwa kicks to Thompson. Driving in. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
That free throw missing.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he's sinks the second. And Denver has possession. Banchero left side. Shoots over Achiuwa. And it's Banchero missing. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Thompson against Barnes. Wow, what a play!
Unbelievable!
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Pass to Bailey. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Heat. Flagg's got 6 rebounds in the game. Hauser the pass to Hartenstein. Flagg with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And Flagg throws it down.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Here's Barnes. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game.
Yeah, Barnes getting an opportunity at the rim, and I know that put a smile on his face.
Thompson for 3. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Barnes has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now here's Johnson. Defense right on him. Inside. And stolen by Achiuwa. On the wing, Thompson. Covered by Johnson. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down to 11 on the bucket from Thompson.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. A different look for Denver. When ladies check in for Capella, and Thomas subbed in for Bailey. Barnes kicks to Johnson. To the right side. Banchero inside. Covered by Achiuwa. With the fadeaway. It's hauled in by Achiuwa. The Heat trail by 11. Here's Flagg. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Johnson against Thompson. Johnson, the pass to Banchero. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And stolen by Flagg. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Thompson. And it's Denver with the rebound. There's Thomas with the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Johnson's got assist number 5 here tonight. Pass to Hauser. Now, here's Achiuwa. Now, Flagg. 23 points in the game. Miami needs to get a shot off. Shot clock at 2. And the basket by Hauser. Hauser's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Heat.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Here's Thomas. Sinks the 15-footer. Thomas got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, if you didn't know before, this game is further proof that Thomas has a deep bag offensively.
Thompson outside. Back to Hartenstein. Achua kicks to Thompson. Over Barnes. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Scotty Barnes picks one up. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
No adjustments made by the other team, and they couldn't defend against the speed of this group. They've been running over them in this one.
And they have also done a great job capitalizing on turnovers. Whenever they get a steal, they are off to the races. They're going to try to keep that going.
DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for Barnes. On the wing, Thompson. He's guarded by Thomas. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Again, the Nuggets score.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Thompson inside. Thomas is on him. Achua, the pass to Hauser. Flag with it. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Thomas outside. Miami grabs the miss. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. Back to Achua. Knocks it loose. And here is Thomas. 32 points in the game. Goes up on the wing. Basket counts. Thomas got 11 points in the quarter.
And this is what Thomas is out here to do. Score and score often.
Here's Thompson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And you think of the different styles of play. Tim, is there one that you prefer watching?
I personally like variety, Kevin. I like certainly three-point shooting. That's how I made my living. But I also want to see post play. And I want to see teams that also can beat you with isolation sets as well. I think those are the toughest teams to defend. They can hit you from any area.
They sure can. Here's Hauser. And the 3 off target. The Nuggets leading by 18. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. Thompson against Thomas. And he comes up with the deuce. Thomas got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Inside Cam Thomas really relies on his agility and touch to get it done.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Pass to Banchero. Shoots over Achua. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. The Heat trail by 20. In the corner, it's flag. That one's off. Still out of sync. Denver's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Here's Thomas. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Thomas got 38 points.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
Oh, look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that? 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Johnson. Tight defense on him. 5 to shoot. That's good for Thomas on the assist by Johnson. Thomas got 41.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. The scoring... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, Coach. Coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth. Achua is out there with Sam Hauser. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. Then it's Flagg. And it's Thompson in at the one spot. Here's Dunleavy. And it goes in for the dunk.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Thompson, high post. Murray on him. Thompson misses. On offense, here are the Nuggets. Thomas, that's good. Thomas got 43 points.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
And stolen by Murray. Thomas inside. Pass to Bailey. Puts up a three. Outside for Thomas. Fires for three. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Hauser misses. Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Murray, the pass to Dunleavy. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 5th assist in this one.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Well, you want those shots anytime you can get them. High percentage at the rim.
And they pick up 2.
That is nice. Murray with the floater.
The Heat have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Lets it go from deep. And that one's good. Flagg. Flagg's got 10 points here in the second half.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Thomas, that's good.
And I bet he wishes they could play this team every night. Things are going great out there offensively.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ausar Thompson. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Denver. Barnes comes in for Cameron Thomas. Then for the Heat, Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Colin Sexton comes in for Flagg. And it's Pritchard in for Thompson. The Nuggets making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. Murray against Pritchard. Murray with the bounce pass. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And another basket for Miami.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points. You gotta love it.
It's so important in this league. Quickly turning defense into offense.
Oh, unselfish play. What you like about Murray, he doesn't get tunnel vision with the ball. He keeps his eyes up and his options open.
Near the three-point line, it's Thomas, and they get it back. And that one, good. Murray's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, Murray able to convert off of that miss. He has always been a top-notch rebounding guard.
Williams, a screen on Murray. With the drive, Pritchard gets the bucket.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That is his first foul of the game. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throw? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
Here's Pritchard. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Pass to Sexton. Back to Pritchard, and stolen by Murray. Here's Bailey, defended by Sexton, and Bailey gets it to go on the assist by Murray. Murray's got his 8th assist in the game. There's a screen by Achua. Here's Pritchard. Rebound that time collected by Madsen. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Thomas, good.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Pass to Achua. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Murray against Pritchard. Murray, good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Hauser. And he can't stop the run as he misses. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. And it's Denver scoring again.
That's a good look for Murray. Even though he's worked on his 3, he's naturally more comfortable in the mid-range.
Here's Hauser. Miami no good on that time either.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
Pritchard passes to Achua. Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Now here's Murray. Driving inside. Up and in on the way. Murray's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, whatever his coach said to him at halftime, he heard it.
Pass to Hauser. Achua in the corner. Outside, Sexton. No good from outside. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Here's Murray. Nifty move. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, you won't find many point guards with better physical tools, Tim, than DeJounte Murray.
Well, Kevin, he's 6'4" with a 6'10" wingspan. That makes him disruptive defensively, and he is more than capable on the other end.
Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off coming off of his screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
And the basket by Bailey.
And that's his second 3 of the half and his 5th overall, really lighting it up.
Pass to Achua. And Sexton has it in the corner. It's stolen by Bailey. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. The Heat shooting at 51%. Really solid. And here's the fast break. Thomas, it's a wide open look. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Thomas got 50 points.
Well, the moment that ball is headed towards Thomas, he has one thing on his mind.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Achua. Whoop. Sent